We have a special guest here in the studio today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Julie Ramstetter. I am work for San Luis Valley Health, and I am the trauma coordinator for our emergency services.
Okay, and how long have you been there?
I've been with the facility for just about 26 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Thanks.
Yeah, you must really enjoy it.
I do. Emergency services has been my passion, and my goal as a trauma coordinator is to really focus on injury prevention within our communities.
Okay, injury prevention for everybody, or?
Yeah, from anywhere from our itty bitty babies clear up to our elderly adults. So,
Awesome.
Yes, so we work on a whole gamut of things.
Yeah. And you guys obviously put together events and try to educate the community about these sort of things, and you want to prevent trauma.
Correct. Our main thing is trying to make sure that we keep our family members and our loved ones safe. And so one of the main things we focus on is really pushing the injury prevention portion of this.
Okay. Yeah, I know you guys are doing this whole fall prevention campaign this year. And so what's been your part of it?
So I work with a lot of different professionals within our facility and within our system, and we work on going out and giving free education to the public about how to prevent falls from happening, and that's working with our podiatrist with shoe, footwear, and foot care, working with Dr. Tibbetts and Rocky Mountain Eye Care Center with eye checking out their vision.
Okay.
And we also work with our own nutritionists and our pharmacists, some of our physical therapists that can give ideas of ways that we can keep our elderly patients safe and keep hopefully prevent those falls from happening.
So I understand that you guys do your own research, and you're about the third person that I've interviewed from SLV Health this month. They've all said that most of the trauma that comes into SLV Health is from falls.
That's right. So probably about, we range anywhere from 80 to 90% of the traumas that we take care of are usually associated with falls, with elderly falls. And so we really try to focus on that education.
Okay. All right. So another thing that you guys are focusing on is swim safety. So tell me a little bit about that and what's been your role in educating the community on swim safety.
So about a year ago, we met with our pediatrician, and one of her biggest concerns was that maybe come summertime, we really needed to focus in on some of these drowning or near drowning situations and bringing more public awareness to those situations. And not that we have a lot of those that occur within our area, but we do have a couple of cases that have happened. And, fortunately, we've been able to intervene quickly and keep those kiddos safe. This year with rising waters in, rivers and creeks and ponds and everything, it's even more important that we kind of bring that awareness about. And, it just takes just a matter of seconds before we take our eyes off of a little kiddo that they can step into something. And with fast moving waters and deeper water than we're used to, then that can be something scary and that can happen within seconds. So.
Right. So what would be your PSA or public service announcement to all of our listeners out there about the rising waters and how should they stay safe?
I think a lot of it is just erring on the side of caution and being a little bit, not taking things for granted. And even the best swimmers out there can really get caught up in some of that fast moving water and get pulled into some of those currents. And so best to,
just
try to
clear.
Stay away from it if at all possible. Like I said, I have some young teenage boys that are pretty decent swimmers. And so that's one of those things that even the older kids, it's something that we don't want to take for granted that, just because we assume they're a decent swimmer, that they're still going to be safe. Things can still go astray.
Right. So you were a lead proponent on Lids for Kids.
Yes. So, we got, we worked with a lot of our partners throughout the community with ambulance services, with police, Colorado State Patrol, fire, Red Cross, and we all kind of teamed up together, and we came with a safety event to where we could, focus on different topics to keep our kiddos safe, and we, in the process, we were able to get a whole bunch of bikes donated and give those bikes away during that event with some helmets to keep their heads safe as well.
So Lids for Kids is not going to be taking place this year.
Unfortunately, it's not. We ran into a couple of holdups this year, and with time getting short, with our short summer, we opted not to pursue that, and so we'll hopefully get back into doing that maybe next year.
Yeah, and no fear to the listeners out there. You guys still have helmets that you're going to give away, and that is going to be taking place at our KZBR Zebra Days pool party. So we hope that everybody will join us July 6th. And you can come down and meet Julie, and she's going to be giving away helmets, correct?
Correct. So we still have plenty of bike helmets. We still want to keep your kiddos' heads safe and while they're out there riding bikes. And one of the other things that we thought of is now that our roller skating rink is open over at the community center, that those that aren't quite as quick on their feet with the roller skates and comfortable with roller skating, that we would also utilize those helmets to keep their heads safe while they're out practicing and learning how to roller skate as well.
That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is there any leaving notes that you have for listeners out there before we let you go?
I just want to thank, our strong community support. I think we have excellent community partners, and I work for a great organization, and they're very supportive in all the community events that we would like to put on. And so I appreciate that. And we appreciate you guys for helping us get the word out.
Well, thank you, Julie. And thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks.